Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another video. Again, if you couldn't tell, I don't know how you got here, but the title says it, the thumbnail says it. But if you stumbled upon this video, today we're going to be discussing spending limits and how to spend your money in Last Shelter. Now, the very first player, or the most important player, is free to play. You should buy every single pack in the game because you're super weak. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, free to players don't buy anything. Most of us probably shouldn't be spending, but for those of us who do, maybe this video will be helpful. If you just hate spending, period, you think it's pay to win, blah blah blah, that's okay. You can comment down below and say screw you, screw pay to win, free to play for life. That's totally fine. I have the utmost respect and admiration for free to play players who seriously play the game and enjoy the game. It's not something that the majority of us do. With that said, let's get into the actual rankings, or the actual, not rankings, but sort of tiers of spenders. The first spender that we have is the $10 per month spender. Now, $10 can be a lot. $10 per month can be a lot. It's $120 a year. In certain parts of the world, that's nearly your salary. So I'm not saying that this is the low, this is cheap, but in terms of Last Shelter, this is very, very cheap. You're nearly free to play at this point in time. Members at this limit should either be only buying migration tickets, just to kind of keep the fun alive. There, you get a $5 one a month, so you'll have enough of those to kind of move around. It generally sparks a new interest in the game for a lot of players. So that's something I would definitely consider is buying a migration ticket. Now, you can get them from the Alliance shop now. This is a new thing. So even free to players can migrate, but you need so much Alliance points, and it's just unrealistic for a lot of players. Otherwise, I would generally save up your $10 and buy the Doomsday seasonal challenge when it comes around. The elite rewards are ridiculous. You get so much stuff for this, and most of our playtime, 75% of our playtime, is going to be in Eden. So it's just something that I would probably do if, again, your budget is quite small. So those are really the only two options. I wouldn't be buying any packages ever, basically, aside from the two that I mentioned. The next tier that we have is the $10 to $50 per month range. So everything is going to be per month, so just keep that in mind. Players in this range have a little more leeway in their spending. You can basically buy the seasonal challenge and buy the migration tickets, and then you can also buy some more stuff. The seasonal challenge is pretty much once every 2-3 months, which means you'll have a lot of leftover cash, or some surplus in your budget. I would basically recommend only buying packages during the Alliance mobilization. During Alliance mobilization, it's just a benefit event here. If you click on the benefits, sometimes it comes around. During Alliance mobilization, you can usually buy a 1,000 diamond pack and get quite a lot of good rewards. Sometimes it couples up with some of these other things in here as well. I don't even know. I guess maybe it's too cheap for the continuous purchase, but you can buy the 3,000 and whatever else. So I would save for those special events like that, maybe double diamond packages during cumulatives. Sometimes that happens where it's instead of 1,000 diamonds, you're getting 4,000 diamonds. And then, that you can double it up with the continuous purchase and the cumulative event and the package. So generally save up all your money and kind of spend during those events. That's going to carry the value of your dollars way further. But other than that, you don't really have a huge choice of what you can build. It kind of just has to be you'll get a tiny little bit here, a tiny little bit there, and you're not necessarily going to get anything super strong. Now, the next one is the $50 to $100 range, and there's a lot of people in this range currently. It's probably the second biggest range. Maybe my numbers are wrong. I'm not sure. But this is where you can start to routinely buy packs every single week, such as the weekly or the trade supply stuff in here, like the war badges and the USB in particular. These are really, really, really strong packs. You can buy the seasonal challenge, the arms supply, again, the migration tickets, as pretty much always, and the Doomsday Investment Plan. If you're big into Eden, you really like Eden, you spend a lot of time in Eden, buying the Doomsday Investment Plan is going to just give you a huge quality of life increase. Also, the event stuff, as previously mentioned. So the next range, this is definitely the biggest range, the biggest group of people, there's the most amount of people in this next range. It's the $100 to $500 a month range. This is just generally what I would consider small spenders, or like shrimp, little tiny fish, little krill. Again, a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. $500 a month is $6,000 a year. That's insane. Most people watching this are going to be like, huh? But it's all it's all relative. So this range allows you to buy packs instead of basically like only buying the kind of subscriptions where it's like the arms supply, the seasonal challenge, the trade supplies, Doomsday Investment. This range now you're actually able to like buy packs and specify what you want. Generally speaking, you should be buying the good packs on whatever day. So for example, Thursday only, you can get the thermal powers. That's not like a great one to buy, but that's just an example. On like Tuesdays, there's good packs. On Mondays, there's good specific packs. Like you get extra VIP points or whatever it may be. That's generally what you're going to want to spend on, as well as all the sort of subscription stuff. Like I think Tuesdays you can buy, or tech days, you can buy like defense plans at a reasonable rate. And get your yesterday tech up pretty high. So that's what I would be doing in this sort of range. Now the next tier is going to be the $500 to $1,000 range, and this is a good range to be in for sure. Obviously, again, people are going to be like, "What the hell? That's rich." You're rich if you can spend $1,000 a month. If you just have that sitting there and it has no effect on you. This is kind of the end of the small spender range. Whereas the beginning was kind of like 100 to 500. This basically ends the small spender range. Even $1,000 a month, I consider small spending. I know it's a crazy world we live in. Here you can reach pretty high. Again, buy all the good stuff per day, like the defense plans and whatever, the cheap stuff on the good days. But now you can be kind of more liberal with your purchasing, meaning you can do the cumulative event. You can get fairly high with this. If it's a continuous purchase and a cumulative event, that's pretty much the best time for these players to be spending their money. You can get like, I don't even know what it is, 300,000 diamonds or something like that with this budget. Every time that happens, and usually it coincides with the continuous. So you can be getting like up to the 20K every day. You're getting a lot of stuff from continuous, and you're getting the cumulative, and usually it's double packs. It's pretty enormous value. So saving for those monthly events is definitely something I would consider. You can also save up for like the 600,000 rewards and things like that, but then the value that you're getting just kind of goes lower and lower. The 80K, the 300K are generally like the best, or whatever the numbers are now. So that's what I would be doing in this range. I wouldn't be buying like $100 packs almost ever. You should almost never be buying the $100 packs in this range. I wouldn't be buying skins. Again, if you love skins and that's all you care about, go ahead. But it's just not something I would recommend. Anyway, moving on, we have the $1,000 to $2,000 range. So the 1,000 plus is what I would consider a medium spender. And again, I know you might be like, what the hell, 2,000 a month, whatever. It doesn't really matter. These are what I consider the medium spenders. These players can pretty much freely buy any pack that appears in the game. You can start buying $100 packs, obviously within reason. You can't just go here and click buy. But pretty much at your leisure, you can buy packs whenever you sort of feel like it. You can participate in these Vault of Treasures, in the hero stuff, like the Vault of Heroes. You can participate in a lot of these events, the Fragrant Spring, whatever else event there is. You can buy packs like you're like, okay, you know what? My USB is pretty weak. Let's get our USB up. And then you just buy USB. You can sort of do that at this range. And at this range, you can be buying skins and selling them and basically breaking even while increasing your diamonds and your super ticket count. So that is definitely an option for players with this large of a wallet to be spending is to be buying packs and kind of selling them third party. You do lose money on it, but again, you'll be gaining like diamonds, super tickets, and other things, and you might be losing like $5 or $10 each time you do it. So just something to consider. The next range is a pretty big range. We have the $2,000 to $5,000 per month spenders, and this basically ends the medium spender range. $5,000 and below is medium spender. Yes. These players can practically buy whatever they want. They can complete most events, like the continuous stuff. They can get, I guess it's not during this one, but in the previous one, you could get like armor piercers, purple armor piercers, the flexibility, even the quick reloading one or the crossbow one. You can be completing these events. You can be getting very, very high in your cumulative purchases. You can basically be maxing them out. Not the 4 million diamond ones, but you basically have free reign. And it's at this point that you can pretty much just buy skins at your leisure, put them on your base, and you'll end up with, bases that look like this. This is sort of the range of players that you'll be seeing stuff like this start appearing. Also, these caliber of players are considered like very strong players. The majority of people should steer clear. If you're curious, this is the range of this base here. So you can see all of the, powers and the stats and things like that. This is sort of the range. This range occupies this level of base. So it's a strong category, but it's nowhere near the next categories. The next up, we have the $5,000 to $10,000 United States dollars a month. Now, again, if you're thinking Canadian or whatever, we're talking about United States dollars here. US. Just kidding. Anyway, these are the whales. These are your big spenders. Some people will consider whales a little bit different than big spenders. I like to just say these are whales. Whatever, up to 10 grand, you're a whale. They're able to max out new tech, new USB, all the APC stuff, the Baneblade stuff within a month or two of it being released. So like the new Baneblade stuff, the players in this range will have that maxed within a month or two of it coming out. They can basically complete every single event. They can buy every single pack, basically in the game. But there are higher ranges than this. They can pretty much just buy all the skins as well. It just doesn't really matter at this point. Next up, we have the super whales. People who spend more than $10,000. These are like the legends of the game that just by kind of their names. Like I don't even really know who to explain, but somebody like Duck in 8VM. So if you go here, Commander Power Rankings, a player in this range, a Duck or Octopus back in the day. Octopus, stopped spending, but they're kind of like the known names that most people generally like hear of, or they're the titles of YouTube videos. These are your super whales. They just buy every pack. It doesn't really matter. They buy it like every day. So, yeah, they're generally the strongest players in the map. In an Eden map, there might be a handful of these players, 5, 10 maybe on the super competitive maps. So yeah, if you're in an alliance with players of this caliber, you basically half of your day is spent going into the gift, going into the rare, and just collecting legendary packs. Just pretty much all day, every day. But there's one more tier. We have the $50,000 a month player. $50,000 a month. Yes, you heard that correct. These are your CEOs, your senators. I don't even know, the princes of Jordan, the mob criminals. celebrities, LeBron James, Kanye. These players are ridiculous. They make more money taking a poop than we do every single year combined. Now, the devs get stressed when one of these players doesn't log in for 24 hours. These people are playing Last Shelter on a private jet. They're playing on their yacht with their harem of beautiful young women. These players don't need to buy packs. The packs by themselves on their accounts, and they just get charged the bill. They put it on their black Amex Black and whatever. These aren't players. These are myths. These are players like Merm and Degen and just basically the top players in the entire game. They're spending at this level. The Marses and Super Mike and these Poli, Do Not Kill Me, just like the insane super whales who every single time something comes out, they max it instantly. The new USB comes out. They already had a surplus of 10 million USB just sitting there. They max it right away. Top four UK, these types of players. So these are, the different tiers of spending and what you would buy, what I would recommend purchasing with your money at this range. Again, after we got to like the $1,000 range, it doesn't really matter. You kind of pick your poison. If you're like, I want to max out my USB, and you spend over $1,000 a month, you basically just buy your USB packs. Above that, it just gets kind of ridiculous. But hopefully it made sense. Hopefully it helps you guys out, especially if you're spending. A lot of people buy base skins and they do not have the budget to be buying base skins. That's sort of one of the more important things that I want to say. Yes, people just love the base skins. They love the gamble. But if you're talking about the value of your dollar, I would not buy the base skins, period. I would almost never buy base skins for my base besides, giveaways and just having fun. It's definitely not something to increase your power. But if you love it, you love it. And I'm not going to shame you for that. I bought many base skins in the past and given away for free. So anyway, with that said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I will catch you guys in the next one soon. Peace.